fields on other days. That's the primary charge for the cadets of Army. But on this field, the seeds planted by the likes of Davis, Blanchard, and Dawkins certainly have produced victory. Welcome to Michie Stadium at West Point, home of the Black Knights of the Hudson. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on a team from the American, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Black Knights have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming, and the opening of the season. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Turning it on! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Martinez will let it fly. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the tight end. Single back formation, and they give it to it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is always to make them one-dimensional, to try to put them in predictable situations. Out the gate, this kind of rain, you think they won't throw the ball very much. Oh, they might not now. First possession, INT, defense definitely starting off with a bang.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. He'll ride his man on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
Here comes the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert,
Here they come, and it's blocked, and he ends up taking a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
offense will come onto the field again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Martinez looking to fire. The quick out. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Now the play fake. Quick strike complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Not a whole lot of yards gained on that one, but using the fullback as a weapon in the pass game can pay dividends.
Yeah, oftentimes we see fullbacks just kind of stubbing their face into the fan. They're getting blocks. They're inside the tackles. This time they try to sneak him out, see if they can catch the defense slipping. It's a nice change-up play by the offense.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Black Knights line up to punt it away. He hopes it turns out better than last time. He had the other one blocked. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Handoff to the single back. He's got 50 yards on the ground in the 1st quarter. What a tremendous start to this season.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Martinez will let it fly. Got the quick pass. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Tries again to get it in. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Arizona State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Coleman. Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback will keep it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. He'll field the punt and take it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Send the tight end in motion. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is the coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Knocked down for the tackle.
I don't think the defense was expecting a run on that play. 2nd and forever. They were all dropping back into coverage. They got gashed.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Defense in press coverage. Back to pass, it's Coleman. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Black Knights will call on their punt team. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Martinez looking to fire. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking downfield on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit.
Breaks into the open. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Martinez will let it fly. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quick completion on the out. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They want to throw it. Trying to barrel in. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, one thing we can always count on is a great atmosphere in West Point. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Hudson inside venerable Nike Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Coleman. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
They'll run play action. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
Good job by the coverage unit. Man. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Handoff to the lone back.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Right back to the well. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Martinez looking to fire. He's going for it all. Reels it in down the left side. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Makes it past the marker. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, they're trailing by a lot of points right now, and the problem is there's usually only one way to get back into it, and that means throwing the ball, and the defense knows it. And that's why they're pinning their ears back. They're dialing up blitzes. Guys are just rushing upfield, and they're finding it easier to get to the quarterback. They've got a few sacks already in this game. It's going to be even easier at this point because this offense has just dug themselves into such a big hole.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the boot, looking for his man. Now adjusting. Slings it downfield. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again. Martinez will let it fly.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside of the pocket. Nice job by the defense, applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to get outside. Ball is out behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Looking to throw on first down. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Martinez looking to fire. This time on target. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Lets it fly. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The Black Knights backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Reading the option, it's Coleman. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the fourth down.
Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
Throws toward the end zone. He caught it. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal, going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 14 to Arizona State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Danced his way through traffic, pick up for 4 to the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on pass.
There he goes. Quick step and go. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Black Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Escapes them, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The option look. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100.
Going over the top. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They'll leave it with him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Offense needs a couple of yards on 4th down. Remember, they can get the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Found the seam on the left. Slithers into space. The tag. Touchdown, Army. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Martinez will let it fly. Trying to beat the D deep. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.